Well, Nick, tell us what the documentary is about, because obviously we're getting into the Gorge Amphitheatre, and give us an idea of why this theater is so significant to musicians performing live.
I think one of the reasons that it's such a special and important place is it's what Jason Mraz, he called it a pilgrimage, and it requires the artist and the fan to commit. It's like when you're going to a show at the Gorge, it's not just like you're going to a show up the street and you can decide to go 30 minutes before showtime. I mean, you have to plan a weekend around going to a show there. Wow. So, it's hundreds of miles from any major city. And that's if you live in Seattle or Spokane, right? Like if you don't live there and you want to see a show at the Gorge, you have to fly in, you have to find a place to stay, get a car, and people travel from all over the world to go to this venue. So it's a destination venue. I mean, it's a special place to see a show. And, I think that amount of work and commitment elevates the experience. Like it makes people, when they do travel out there, makes it a little bit more of an event, right? And that's the same thing for the artist. When the artists go out there, they have that same experience. And so we interviewed people like John Oates from Hall & Oates, who talks about that experience, and Dave Matthews, and all these different artists who reference how special it is to go through this drive through fields and fields to get out there, and then come up over the hill and arrive, and then you get to have this this show, this little moment of magic with the musicians and the fans. It only happens once. It's like that show, like every show you get out there, you get there, and then there's this moment that's shared, and everyone's in that same place, I think. So it elevates. People talk about, I'm sorry, I'm going off here, but it's just, I made a whole film about it. I'm pretty passionate about this place. You know what I mean? So, it's just it's a cool spot to see a show. And